In this video, we'll demonstrate flare and moving lights. Not a lot to say about flare, but it does pertain to direction. If the direction of the light is into the lens, you can get a flare, which everybody probably knows what that looks like. There's a flare, look at that. So, you know, flares we often associate with a mistake. Like, oh my God, there's a flare, do something, get a flag, you know, knock it off. And how do you do that? Well, there's different ways, but you can use them. They can be pretty cool. Like, look down in the you know, well, first of all, you go into your editing software and there's going to be a lens flare that you stick in there because everybody wants them, right? And you watch a Star Trek movie and you can't even see the spaceship because there's lens flares everywhere because somebody went crazy with them, right? But, you know, they can be super cool. You know, you shoot up into the sun and you see these lens flares moving across the screen, and so it's something you can use. But it's the direction of the light. It's hitting the lens at a certain angle, and that's what's causing the flare. So that's another thing that I'm actually shooting right into the light. You don't have to have the light in the shot to get a flare, but yeah, there's some flare without looking right into the light. But yeah, that's another thing that pertains to the direction of the light. I love flare. I love shooting into light. I think it's just super cool looking. And it's one of those motivation things, you know, it can look contrived, you know, you've got to really have some reason to do it. So this isn't so easy to demonstrate. So I just going to show a couple videos, but because this would take way too long to try to set up in here. But moving lights can also be pretty cool. And it can be for a practical reason, like you're supposed to be in a car or something like that, you know, and so you're trying to create the illusion that stuff is moving. Or it can just be as an effect, you know. So in this case, one of these is a crazy music video guy roaming around and with the lights flying everywhere. And the other one is a goofy disco ball thing, you know. So the lights flying around because the guy's supposed to be a goofy disco ball guy. The lights are moving is the point, and that can be a neat technique, you know. You don't need to hear it necessarily, but there's a lot of lens flare in here. There's a lot of really hard edge light, you know, and then you got flames, you know, you got a lot of things moving around. But it's, I love that, you know, I love moving lights and I love flare and I love shooting into lights. But it can be a nice tool. Okay. And then this is disco ball dude, but just moving that ball around and just having, you know, I was trying to find examples where I didn't have to steal so YouTube wouldn't take it off of moving lights. But anyway, you know, moving lights are a thing you can do. Click on the next video to continue. New videos drop every couple of days. If you like what you see, like and follow us on our social media channels. And everything is downloadable for free on our website, rucciproductions.com.